It's Tuesday morning. Where there's life, there is certainly hope. Thank you so much for deciding to start your morning with us. It is the best breakfast show in all of the land. And yes, we do say so ourselves. Gentlemen, good morning to you. Crosby, good morning again. When somebody says, I back myself, do you know what they mean? I would back myself.
Tell us.
It means me believe in me hopa. I back myself. Me Jimmy Hoodie. So I'm standing. I'm standing 10 toes down. Have you heard that one? That's what the Gen Z is saying. Or they say standing on business. Do you know what that means, gentlemen?
I'm sure that's what the Gen Z say. Can they say that?
What do you mean, can they say that? That's what they say. They say, I'm standing on business. It means that today I am unwavering in my commitment to see everything through. But gentlemen, again, it's good to see you this morning. We have a number of newspapers in front of us, and we'll be connecting now with Felicity Appiah-Ampofo. Okay, well, we'll attempt to do so. When we can, we'll bring you the weather update, but I implore you to follow them on the socials, and you can get some real-time forecasts as to what the weather is going to be looking like. All right, well, I've got the Business Analyst, the Anchor newspaper, and also the Daybreak newspaper. And we'll run through the headlines, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty. The Business Analyst this morning has this to say. Wisconsin University sets up 4 state-of-the-art ICT labs, introduces master's degree in cybersecurity and digital forensics. That's quite interesting. Indeed, hikes in transport fares, no decision yet. GPRTU clarifies. Also, Mahama's U-turn on free SHS is shocking. Fatimatu Abubakar is the information minister. She's also pictured here on the front page. And economy has not turned the corner yet. NPP government leaving heavy lifting to successive governments. And that is coming from former Finance Minister Seth Tekpe. And this is one that other watchers of the economy have commented on. Cedi continues stability against dollar. This is the same Cedi that I know. Cedi to remain stable against dollar this week. I guess stability is better than some
stable. They didn't say match up.
Yes, they said stable. And I think I would choose stability over even more free falling. A reversal is ideal.
Somebody is saying Cedi is stable. Somebody is saying we have not turned the corner yet.
I said the poor Cedi must be tired.
But why were we in a hurry to come and announce that we have turned the corner when every indication was showing us that we had not actually turned the corner? Because we're still in the woods anyway. We have not turned the corner. I mean, the third tranche of IMF cash has come in. What has been the impact? I mean, are Ghanaians feeling any cool or easy? Because this is for balance of, payment supports, all those things that were mentioned. How has anything changed? How has anything changed? We're buying fuel much more expensive than we used to buy in the past year.
That's right.
Right? How has anything changed? Tomatoes, which has become the mainstay. Now people take pictures, and I got this from this place. One is 5 cedis, one is...
They gather some small tomatoes and give you the price, but not a slight tackle, Your Highness. Felicity has joined us now. We'll get a quick bite on what the weather will look like. Felicity, hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Helen. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. In fact, I'm better today than yesterday. How are you doing?
I am much better today than yesterday, and that's the spirit. And the $1 million will land.
Amen. I receive it. What should we expect? What does the weather look like today?
Yes, good morning to our dear viewers and listeners. For today, we expect it to remain cloudy over the 16th region. Last night till this morning, we have a moderate rainstorm that moved over the north and part of the transition. It will leave cloudiness over their area. And then ours will have some medium and low clouds that will be drifting in to induce more cloudiness, with possibility of light rain or drizzle this morning in patches or intermittently over the coastal strip, those in Greater Accra, Central, Western, and parts of the Volta regions. Temperatures is expected to be mild across the 16 regions. You expect it to range between 30 and 33. For the state of the sea, we expect it to remain rough. Today is Tuesday. Our fisher folks are not supposed to be on the sea. However, if they need be, then they need to be careful. Volta Lake, they can do any fishing activities from now till afternoon. We are having another moderate rainstorm into our eastern border countries. We'll be monitoring and be updating.
Certainly.
In the afternoon and the evening forecast, if it will come to affect us. We are still checking the conditions. Pressures are still high, so we are anticipating them to reduce in the afternoon into the evening. If so, you will receive a weather warning from us. If not, then we will update you with our afternoon and evening forecast.
Certainly. Thank you so much for that. Felicity Ahafia, chief forecaster with the Ghana Met. Already overcast here, so I think the clouds are pregnant with some impending rain. We'll carry on with the news review. The Daybreak newspaper this morning says SNIT defends hotel sales. So despite the interventions that have been made, SNIT say they are standing 10 toes down. Gentlemen, you learnt a new one this morning. They say they're standing on what? On business. 10 toes down. That's what the Gen Z say. I'm standing 10 toes down.
This on the Gen Zs.
No, this is new slang.
This is new,
It's new slang.
But how did Osafo-Mafusa know the 10 toes down? Because it's not Gen Z.
If I were to translate it for our young listeners who want to come to the table, they say the jargon. I get young people say the jargon is too much. I don't understand. So what SNIT is saying is that they are standing on business, 10 toes down. I'm translating it for them. So they said no ababasa.
But the 10 toes down, is it your own thing you inserted into the headline, or
no, I said for our younger listeners who want to understand what SNIT is saying. They are saying that they're defending the sale and they are standing 10 toes down.
Like their feet is gripping the ground.
They won't move.
But the hotels, do they belong to SNIT?
They belong to you and I. Some money that was
and
used
we
to
say
pay.
Don't sell it.
We've also relegated some power to them to make these decisions on our behalf.
The employee is not powerful than the employer.
That is true.
They have to recognize that.
That's true.
And organized labor, everybody says, keep off. What is the interest? That business belongs to me.
Yeah.
I say, manage it for me. You say you want to sell it. I say, don't sell it. I like it the way it is. Leave it for me.
No, but
you say, I won't mind you. I want to sell it.
We've given you other ideas. You said no.
Is it by force? This kind of attitude in the last 7 years.
Yes.
Huh? Something that a decision will be announced. The people say, no, we don't want. You say, no, I am the one in charge. I want it for you.
The governance is really for the people. You know, the Constitution says your government has to make you happy, make you everything. We say we are not happy, we don't like it.
Benjamin Boachi tweeted a while ago. It says Ghana lost its case against ENI and co. We are always here to help. We didn't have to go to court on the ABC of the oil industry, but leaders were willing to risk it all for other interests. Ghana lost its place to Ivory Coast on investments. We lost Porto, went to embarrass ourselves. And we have all these gurus here who could have helped. We didn't listen to them.
And yet, here we are.
We went away.
All right.
We didn't ask them in the first place. If you ask, then it's one thing.
They said they are willing.
We don't even ask in the... have you listened to what's his name, Martin Pebu on Key Point?
Last Saturday?
No. In fact, every Saturday.
The recent one is last Saturday.
There's always this refrain now. He keeps saying that this one, dear, even if you don't know, come, I will do it for you. No. This one, dear. See, me, from here, since last night, I have been reading the 10, and I will do it for you free of charge. You see, and that's the attitude. They don't go mind now.
A few more on the front page of the Daybreak. 2024 BECE. 3 teachers arrested in Bekwai. 2 invigilators arrested in the Bono region. Also, majority backs CJ's request. This is something that is also on the radar. Gentlemen, over to you.
Daily Graphic front page 2024 elections, police on alert to troublemakers. That's the IGP Dampare shaking hands with Chief of the Electoral Commission, Jean Mensah. Slippers land BECE candidates in trouble. Funny. NDC to establish anti-corruption mechanisms. Former President Mahama and flag bearer of the NDC is speaking. OWOP remains on curriculum until 2026. What's OWOP? ENI Vital case. Tribunal dismisses $7 billion claim against Ghana. And on the back page of the Daily Graphic newspaper, CRM creating more investment opportunities. Jobs NPA boss is speaking. Comes with his picture, smiling as always. Curbing illegal mining in forest reserves. Forestry Commission calls for stakeholder support. and there's another arrested one. I also have the New Finder newspaper. It's Daily Guide out of circulation. Blaze bid failed at first stage. Therefore, financial proposal was never opened. SNIT gained from sale of Grand Regency. I will adjust IMF agreement. Ex-President Mahama official creditor committee approves Ghana's deal with Eurobond holders. APN pushes for seamless mobile transactions in Africa. 5 companies submit bids to redevelop Saglemen.
Redevelop
Saglemen. A lot of questions.
How we left a $200 million
a lot of questions.
Facility to go rot.
I recall the former minister Appiah, who went to head the Konkonsa Police Committee. Appiah told us upon assumption of office.
In fact, thank you for reminding me. I'd almost forgotten. Thank you.
Upon assumption of office,
people will go to jail.
That people will go to jail. People will go to jail.
When that
we
was,
are preparing
when
whatever.
Announced, I was then the host of Hot Issues. I interviewed Samson Ahi here. I asked him, "Are you clean?" He said, "I'm very clean." It turns out that 7 years down the line, he's very clean.
Very clean. Crosby, what do you have for us?
The Daily Guide newspaper. On the front page of the paper, EC Chair IGP pledged credible elections. The pictures of the 2 leaders of the groups, the Electoral Commission and the Police Service. There's also GMPC floors ENI in $7 billion case. The story is on page 6. Bawumia presents Napoto Otunfo today, page 3 of the paper. NDC SC parking claims untenable, majority saying. Also, Michael Quay shakes Dom Kwabenya, leading Dom Kwabenya residents to a health walk. Oh, I didn't go some. The back page has some.
We should have done a cleanup instead.
When they are healthy, they'll use their health to then clean.
Okay, the Anchor newspaper this morning, banner headline, Bawumia Mahama presidential debate in the offing. Okay. MPP flag bearer accepts challenge, set to hold series of media encounters. Okay. Napo officially outdoor today. Well, his boss did not participate in the debates. He participated in the debate before he got into power.
Right, that's right.
And he got there, said, forget yourself, you can't debate.
Everybody is clamoring for a debate.
I will debate with you, Bia. Go and sit down. VRE announces plan for another spillage as panic grips residents. 2 BEC candidates knocked down by speeding car. 1 dead, other in critical condition. On the front page of the Ghanaian Times, 2024 BEC avoid examination malpractices. President admonishes candidates. SNIT justifies sale of 60% shares in 6 hotels in private investor. Says it's only option to resuscitate the hotels. And at the media encounter, JM says, I'll use 24-hour economy to reset Ghana on path of progress, development in 4 years. Promacida Ghana gets highest international food safety certification, becomes the first fast-moving consumer good company to achieve that feat. And if you look at the water levels at the Akosombo Dam, water levels as at 8th of July 2024 is 264.7 feet. That's 80.681 meters. Same time last year was 264.98 feet. That's 80.766. I don't know what that means, but as far as I know, VRE is planning to spill the dam again. And the last time we spilled the dam, people were displaced. We still don't mind them.
That's right. There
People
were so many issues.
Outside.
There were issues that the spillage was fraught with issues about what the emergency response plan was. The VRE, I recall at the time, had indicated that they had some fine plan somewhere. It was never unearthed. The responses were slow. We set up a committee.
70-year-old plan they mentioned.
Yeah.
Yes, an old plan. Or no, actually they said there was a plan that had been instituted. My memory could be wrong. I'll get my trusty notepad out. Some 10 years ago. I followed it very keenly. But alas, we moved on. And you've seen the likes of Honorable Gujoto Ablakwa put the pieces back together in his own constituency.
With this particular one, at least the speculation is that the first spillage was not anticipated. It was not planned for. And it took everybody by surprise, even though the VRA did everything possible and the Energy Ministry did everything possible to convince us that they were aware and they controlled it. Let us hope that this will be controlled and that all of the emergency responses that we fashioned out following the last unplanned spillage. Oh, now we have already tested them. Let's hope that we have already tested them and that they are ready for implementation. We shouldn't see what happened the last time. We shouldn't see it happen again.
Look, Crosby sent me a message yesterday. It says, hello, Mr. So and so. This is Dr. So and so, advocate for youth empowerment program. I reached out to the NAPCO secretariat to help us aid in reaching former NAPCO personnel who are within your district and haven't gotten a job in any sector. Let's help the youth within our region before the upcoming elections. We will be launching our program within the Greater Accra region very soon, and you will receive an official invitation. Kindly help to let this job opportunity reach the NAPCO personnel for them to apply in the fields within their educational qualifications. Thank you. Before
Who is this from?
A certain Dr. So and so to Mr. So and so.
Oh, I see. You've intercepted a memo.
Yes.
Let us
so
ensure that those who will be employed
before.
now, they are not NPP members.
No, relax.
So no, I don't care. Once you open the portal, whichever one it is, if you know any PNC member, PNP member, CPP member, Ekwadonko supporter, whoever.
No, you're supposed to have done NAPCO.
No,
this is reserved for NAPCO people.
This is for the NAPConians who did not get their pay.
But NAPConians who have not been given their allowances.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now they say, let's find them
them
before.
Yes, before.
Yes.
The general
But
elections.
even amongst them, I'm sure that there will be some who are not entirely sympathetic to the NPP.
Those ones don't be among.
They won't
I'm talking about before elections.
Well, actually, gentlemen, if the strategy is to win souls, would you not go for those who are not already sympathetic to your cause? Would you not lure those who are not leaning towards you?
This message from Dr. So and so to Mr. So and so. Mr. So and so seems to know the people who have a soft spot for.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's asking them.
They normally would have a way of tracking.
The people, your people, no, the ones where they don't get the job, no. Job come. So before the elections, let them get the job.
But what I'm saying is that the strategy? Would you not win those who don't have your time? Or that's the worst way to go? Okay.
You are sure of this young man.
Yes.
Make him comfortable. Cement the ground. And the others,
the man has been hungry for
he's been hungry for a long time. He's very angry with you.
Okay, so that will soften it for him. He'll go and advocate to the others who have also become disgruntled.
You see, we give them the permanent jobs finally.
Yes.
So you to do something. We'll do something.
Your time is coming.
If you are listening to us this morning, shine your eye.
In fact, take the job. Take the job, but do the right thing.
Thank you.
Which is the right thing?
Be wise.
Time again is some 15 minutes to the top of the hour.
The elections.
We're going to be bringing you the People's Bite, a.k.a. Johnny's Bite. And you know our scorecard is truly, truly impressive. We don't just talk the talk over here. We do the Zoom.
Yeah.
We stand on business.
We
10
do it
toes
before.
down. Gentlemen, let me just educate you a little bit.
It will be in trouble. 10 what?
So if
10
somebody...
toes, 10 toes.
Standing on business or 10 toes down is a phrase that means being serious or firm about one's responsibilities or commitments. It implies taking a strong, unwavering stance on matters that are important, often in the context of personal integrity or professional duties. The phrase suggests that the person is not backing down. Say, I'm standing 10 toes down.
So one Mameya has set the camera for Johnny's Bite. One Mameya is standing 10 toes down. Good morning.
She wants us to get up.
Before Johnny's Bite.
Before Johnny's Bite. Of course, tell a friend. It's the People's Bite. We do this in tandem with you. This is the best breakfast show in all of the land. It is 3 FM Sunrise on 3 FM 92.7.